joyful experience throughout. Dennis, I knew as an actor, we just got to know each other about 3 years ago. Established a good friendship. Rogers came after that. And I only met Al once. I don't know anything about his music. I knew about his politics. That was what attracted me to him. I moved to here in 1969 and 70. I went back and forth to Iowa a couple of times, but finally my roots down here in 70, and he was a big name. I had friends who taught me how to get around the city. I still have the notes there. As the numbers get bigger, you're going uptown. As they get smaller, downtown. To get to Greenwich Village, you go downtown. That was very important for me to learn. I don't think I would have known of Judson Church if it weren't for Al Carmines. This whole new world of off Broadway was just starting then, and it was fun. It didn't matter that we weren't getting paid. That was union even then, and I didn't care. It was fun to be doing something. I never worked with him. I met him once, though, the only time. I think it was my first audition for a Broadway show. I was at the Ambassador Theater, and it was for a show called W.C., which was about W.C. Fields. And in those days, there were not the casting directors as we have them today. It was better. But each producer had their in-house casting director. Hal Prince, David Merrick, they all had the same ones for each show. And they knew what they wanted. They had it was better. It was just better. I didn't know who producer of WC was. I don't know who the casting director was, who the director was. But I walked into that audition, and I seem to remember that everybody was sitting, that whole production team was sitting in the back of the house. And they had me sit down with them and give them my picture and resume, and I don't remember talking to anyone except for Al. And we talked, and I think we laughed, and he put me at my ease, and I was 22 years old, and nervous. I'm not nervous at auditions anymore, but I was then. And he put me at my ease, and I went up on stage and sang my one audition tune, standing on the corner watching all the girls go by. And I didn't get the part, but it didn't matter because I don't think the show came in anyway. And I think that wasn't Al's fault. That was the star, who was Mickey Rooney, yes. Talented man, as we all know, but trouble, from what I've heard. But I just wanted to paint the Al that I knew. And these two gentlemen gave me the opportunity, and the rest of them gave me the opportunity to do that. I couldn't paint him sitting in a chair, obviously. He's not here. The photographs I got, everyone was so wonderful to give me, were snapshots, which gave me a great sense of who the man was. He laughed a lot in these photographs. He was very compassionate in these photographs, but I couldn't get details. So I had to go to the morgue of the library and looked at newspaper clippings, of which there were many, and books, and just photographs that they had. And I put a lot of those together. I wanted a young man, because that was the man that I met. I met a man who was a lot of fun, and very full of hope, and I think at the top of his game, perhaps not. Maybe his game lasted a very long time, I don't know. But to me it seemed that was at the top of his game. That's what I hoped to give you, and these guys let me do it. So thank you all very much.